Morning all. Am I audible to all of you? We'll continue in a while. So today we shall start off with the reproduction in animals. So yeah, we'll be focusing on reproduction in human beings. Okay. So to start off with, first we'll be starting off with reproduction in animals. That's reproduction in the human beings. Before we move on into anything, I'll be introducing you to the gametes that are there from both the genders as far as humans are being concerned. So we'll first focus on to the male gamete, that is what you know as the sperm cell. Okay. The first thing that is very important for all of us to know, that this is a gamete which is going to be having only 23 chromosomes. This is a haploid gamete. All of you are able to see the screen, right? Okay. Yeah, so let's proceed. So this is a gamete which is haploid number. Okay, this is haploid in nature. This is the smallest cell, so I'll just mention its features. It's haploid, it's the smallest cell. Okay, what do you mean by haploid? Haploid means the one that is having only 23 chromosomes. The cell के अंदर सिर्फ और सिर्फ 23 chromosomes हैं, इसलिए हम इसे haploid कहते हैं. Okay, this is the smallest cell that's there, and it is going to be having motility. Motility is the ability to move. ये move कर सकता है because of the presence of this mitochondria. So these are the three main features that are there for this gamete. Now, if at all we focus on this gamete, यहाँ पे there are three portions, there are three sections that are there as far as this gamete is being concerned. The first part is what you know as the head part. This is the head part. Inside this head, what you can see is a nucleus, which is obviously haploid in nature. मतलब इसके पास सिर्फ 23 chromosomes है, and there is a presence of what you know as an acrosome. Now, acrosome is a feature, a part that's been present in the male sperms. Now, why is this acrosome be needed? Let's consider this to be the egg cell. Okay. Now, once there is a fusion of the male and the female gametes, जब fertilization होगा, at that time, the outer covering that's there of this egg cell is comparatively tough. ये tough होता है. So what this acrosome does is, this acrosome is going to be releasing certain enzymes. Okay. These are the destructive enzymes which will go and destruct the outer membrane of the egg cell. ये egg cell का जो बाहर का membrane है उसे destroy कर देगा, जिसकी वजह से the penetration of the sperm cell becomes easy, penetration of the nucleus becomes easy. Okay, so that's why this acrosome is of prime importance, because without the acrosome, the functionality or the ability for these sperm cells to penetrate into the egg cells, it becomes very difficult. Okay, so acrosome के पास specialized enzymes होते हैं, generally common name इनका lysozymes है. पर्टिकुलरली आप 12th स्टैंडर्ड में सीखोगे एक नाम जो अभी आपके लिए इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है, दैट्स व्हाट यू नो एज हाइलुरोनिडेज. ये आप 12th स्टैंडर्ड में सीखोगे, अभी इसकी जरूरत नहीं है. ओके, तो जनरल कैटेगरी ऑफ एंजाइम्स लाइसोजाइम्स. ये लाइसोजाइम्स जो हैं ये इस पेनिट्रेशन के लिए काम करेंगे. नेक्स्ट, सेकेंडली यू बीन हैविंग द मिडिल पीस ऑफ दिस स्पर्म सेल. तो नेक रीजन के बाद मिडिल पीस आता है. नाउ यहाँ पे अगर हम लोग देखें, so there is a presence of mitochondria. Now, what is the function of mitochondria? Mitochondria का function क्या है? Very good. It's a powerhouse of the cell. Yes, great. So it provides energy. ये energy provision का काम करता है. It's the powerhouse of the cell. Excellent. Okay. So since the sperm cell is motile, since ये sperm cell जो है ये motile है, ये movable है, इसे energy की जरूरत पड़ेगी. और ये energy जो है ये provide की जाएगी by the mitochondria. Okay. The third thing that's been there is the presence of a tail. So this tail is going to be providing the projection. It's going to be providing the projectile activity to these cells. Okay, so इस cell का direction based movement जो है ये conduct किया जाता है with the help of these tail. Okay, so this is how these are the three major parts as far as the male reproductive gamete, the seed sperm, is being answered. It's the same thing, Omkar. Nothing great, nothing different than this. Okay, so this was about the sperm cell that is there. Now let's proceed ahead with the next part. अब हम मूव करेंगे कि ये cells produce कहाँ पे होते हैं. So these are being produced out here into these special parts which are known as the testes. Okay, testes में sperm cells जो हैं ये produce होते हैं. Now these testes that are there are being lying outside the body into sacs which are known as scrotum sacs. Okay, the sacs in which the testes lies are known as scrotum sacs. Now, why are these testes lying outside the body? So there is a reason for that as well, that these testes that are there, they produce these sperm cells, and for the production of these sperm cells, the temperature that is being needed is somewhere around 32 degrees to 33 degrees. Sorry. Yeah. So we've been talking about these testes. They are going to be needing 2 to 3 degrees less temperature than the body temperature. 2 से 3 degree कम लगने वाला है. मतलब the temperature requirement that's there is going to be from 34 degrees to 35 degrees. Okay. Now, since the temperature requirement that's there is comparatively less, these testes have been lying outside the body because हमारा normal body temperature is 37 degrees. Okay. Now, यहाँ पे आप confusion जो है वो create करते हो. ऐसा कहा जाता है that the temperature requirement that's there is 2 to 3 degrees less than the body temperature. And remember, it is not 2 to 3 degrees only. सिर्फ 2 से 3 डिग्री ही चाहिए ऐसा नहीं है. So exams में generally question आता है the temperature needed for the process of spermatogenesis, that's formation of sperm, is dash. So there is an option of 34 to 35 degrees, there is an option of 37 degrees, there is an option of 2 to 3 degrees, and there is an option of 4 to 5 degrees. अब आप लोग क्या करोगे, 2 to 3 degrees हाँ याद है, तो 2 to 3 degrees को लेस उसको टिक कर दोगे, you'll be moving that. Well, that's wrong. It needs 2 to 3 degrees less than the body temperature. मतलब the ideal temperature that's going to be needed is 34 to 35 degrees. Okay, इसकी गलती जो है वो एग्जाम में नहीं करनी है. Now, once these sperm cells are being produced out here, say these sperm cells are being stored into this part which is known as the epididymis. Is epididymis mein sperm cells are going to be stored. Okay, now once the sperm cells are being stored temporarily, from there it moves on into a pipe which is known as a vas deferens. यहाँ पे ये जो pipe है, this is what you know as the vas deferens. duct deferens लिखा है, textbook खोलोगी, you'll get a term vas deferens. So vas deferens is nothing but that pipe that's there through which these sperm cells are going to be carried ahead. Now, जैसे ही ये sperm cells आगे बढ़ते हैं, there is an introduction from 3 different glands. You have the bulbourethral gland, you have the prostate gland, and you have the seminal vesicles. All these 3 together, they're going to be secreting of a content which is known as semen. Okay, ये सारे के सारे तीनों के तीनों जो है ये मिला के secrete करेंगे semen. Now, semen is a fluid which is going to be having 2 major characters. It provides nutrition, it reduces acidity, because sperm cells जो हैं वो acidic medium में नहीं survive कर सकते, and the human urines are oftenly acidic in nature. So sperm cells उस acidic nature में मर जाएंगे, इसलिए वहाँ पे basic basicity की जरूरत है. That's the basic reason the semen has been secreted, and it's going to be providing fluidity. Okay, so these are the 3 major functions that are being performed by the semen. I'll be giving you these things on a screen as well. So these are the 3 basic things that are being provided by the semen. That is why the semens are going to be important. The semen जो है ये secrete किए जाते हैं with a combination of seminal vesicle on the priority, prostate glands and the bulbourethral glands. Okay. Now, from here, the sperm cell is going to be projecting ahead. यहाँ पे इन तीनों glands के secretion जो है वो आगे. After that, this sperm cells are going to be proceeding ahead into the male copulatory organ. That's what you know as the penis. Okay, and there is a presence of a glans penis out here at the end, and eventually urethra, which is a part of the excretory system, is also having its inlet out here. Okay, so this is about the male reproductive system. अब पीछे यहाँ पे जो आपको दिख रहा है, that is nothing but the urinary bladders and the ureters. Ureters are the pipe which are going to be coming from these kidneys, और urinary bladder में ये सारी चीजें जो हैं ये store की जाएगी. The urine is being stored. Okay, so hence this tract is known as urinogenital. Okay, why is it known as urinogenital tract? Because this is a common passage for the urine as well as the gametes. So urine and gametes जो हैं ये दोनों एक ही passage से pass होते हैं. Hence this tract is known as the urinogenital tract. Okay, sperm cells are the male gametes, whereas semen is a nutritional fluid. When these prostate glands they stop functioning, there is an abnormal growth. It is where you have the prostate cancer. Yes. No, it's not been reabsorbed, it's been destroyed. If at all there is only a single testicle, at that time the sperm production is low. Okay, so repeated questions I had, and I think I have. Omkar, this is the 3rd time I'm giving the answer. Sperm cells are the male gametes, where the semen is a fluid that provides a medium. Sorry, Komal, we are falling short of time. Seminal vesicles are the glands which secrete semen. Okay, so semen is a collective secretion from, wait, seminal vesicles, prostate gland and bulbourethral gland. इन तीनों का common secretion semen है. Komal, if at all time permits, I'll go through this once again. Yes, it's 34 to 35 degrees. What will happen if the acrosome secretes less enzyme? The potential or the chances that the sperm will penetrate is going to be less. So, yahan tak clear hai? Shall I clear up this part? I will be moving on into the writing content. So, yahan pe I'll clear off your doubt. Okay, ठीक है, चलो. A lot of yes, right? अगर आपको इसका स्क्रीनशॉट निकालना है तो निकाल लो. No. They will not ask any kind of a doubt. Don't sorry, diagram कुछ नहीं पूछेंगे आपके एग्जाम में. Don't worry. Okay. The male reproductive system के दो major functions. सबसे पहला है spermatogenesis. Now this word spermatogenesis. Let's break it down. This word, a word called as spermato, which comes from sperm, and genesis is making. So making of sperm is what you know as spermatogenesis. Next is hormone secretion. यहाँ पे the male hormone that's there, the testosterone is being secreted. So these are the two major roles as far as the male reproductive systems have been concerned. अब हम आगे बढ़ेंगे. First with the process of spermatogenesis. So spermatogenesis is nothing but the process of formation of sperm. It has been formed in the testes. They have been stored temporarily and matured, and further it's been transferred. Okay. So this is what has been happening as far as spermatogenesis has been concerned. Uske baad, when it comes to the hormone secretion part, so males may, there is an hormone which is known as testosterone that's been secreted. So the male hormone that have been secreted is testosterone. Testosterone is a primary male sex hormone. Okay. In males, the testosterone plays a key role in the development of the male reproductive tissues such as the testes, prostate glands, as well as promoting the secondary sexual characters such as increase in the muscles and the bone mass and the growth of the body hair. Okay, so the major characteristics that have been exhibited into a male individuals have been because of this hormone testosterone. So this screen is going to be important for you because this is something that helps you in giving the answer to the question which have been based on the functions of testosterone. So please have a screenshot of this. Okay, great. Now, along with the sperm cell, a secretion called as semen is being secreted. Now, semen has been made from the secretions from the seminal vesicle, the prostate gland, and the bulbourethral gland. Okay, seminal vesicle secretes fructose, which gives energy. Fructose is a fruit sugar that has been found only in the animals. The only sugar that's been found in the animals. Okay, bulbourethral gland secretes secretion which provides lubrications. Prostate gland secretes secretions which reduces the acidity in the female reproductive tract. ओके, सो ये है हमारे सीमेन के बारे में, ये है उन 3 ग्लैंड्स के बारे में, और तीनों ग्लैंड्स जो है ये इनके secretions और उनके functions. This is very important for you. Please have a screenshot of this. Yes, Vedant, it's the same. No, that's correct. The male reproductive tracts and the female reproductive tracts, both of them show acidity. Both of them, they exhibit acidity. Vedant, there are no chances of breakage of voice. Yeah, the last point says that the prostate glands secrete secretion which reduces the acidity of the female reproductive tract. Now, as we are all aware, abhi maine jaise discuss kiya tha, the urine that is being secreted is often acidic. Let it be the male reproductive parts or the female reproductive parts. So both of them, both of these urines are going to be acidic in nature. Sperms are like the acidic condition, the spermicidal, which means sperm cells, they die, they do not survive as far as the acidity is being concerned. Hence, to reduce this down, the prostate gland is going to be secreting an alkaline secretion. Then there are more than 450 students already into the class. They have been asking doubts constantly. There is some or the other chat have been going on. How am I supposed to remember what was your doubt and how am I supposed to recollect them? Please ask it again. Fructose form of sugar is glucose. Yeah, it's not a form of a glucose of sugar of glucose. It's on its own. Yes, Vedant, both of them are the same. Please make sure you sir my doubt ऐसा मत करो. Please अपना doubt वापस पूछो. इतने बच्चे हैं, इतने मैसेज आ रहे हैं, तो आप प्लीज उस चीज पे थोड़ा सा अलर्ट रहना, ठीक है? Someone wanted me to fructose is a normal sugar. It's a monosaccharide. Yeah, someone wanted this. Are we here to study carbohydrates? Sorry, Dhananjay, the PPTs cannot be shared. Maltose is something that you obtain from malt. मतलब जो grains में से derive किया जाता है उसे maltose कहते हैं. This is being used for production of alcoholic beverages. No, 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 no. Because it's been already coated off with, it's a very good question that's been coming from Raj Joshi. Why not the sperms die while entering the female body when it has 37 degrees Celsius? Well, Raj, to answer your question, for the production of the sperm cells, सिर्फ sperm cell के production के लिए 34 to 35 degrees temperature लगता है. Not for them to survive. ऐसा नहीं होता है कि 37 degrees पे the sperm cell is going to be dying. नहीं. उसके generation के लिए, उसके birth के लिए the temperature 34 to 35 has been needed. Okay, Raj? हमारी body में भी in the male bodies itself also the temperature is going to be 37. सब sperms वहीं के वहीं मर जाते हैं. It's not like that. What is the role of fructose? Fructose is going to be helping in providing energy. Carbohydrate है ना इस तरह का. चलो अब बढ़ते हैं आगे towards the next part. I'll just clear up the screen. Here we go ahead with the next part. Okay. So next, let's move on into the female reproductive systems. Acidic. It's acidic. Okay. Yeah. So here we go ahead with the next part. We'll start off with the female reproductive system. Now here as well, there are two major functions. First is oogenesis, that's the process of formation of egg cells. And the second out here is hormone secretion. Now the hormone secretion that's there is of prime importance out here, because there are multiple hormones that are going to be playing various roles out here. So the first type of an hormone that's been there is what you know as estrogen. इसके दो spellings हैं, both of them are equally correct. The second one that's there is progesterone. Okay, along with that there are many other hormones, but these are the two prime hormones that have been needed and have been playing a vital role as far as the female reproductive system is being. Okay, so let's proceed now first with the process of oogenesis. Now uske pehle we'll just try and understand a term which is known as fertilization. हम लोग फर्टिलाइजेशन जो है इस प्रोसेस को एक बार स्टडी करेंगे. सो फर्टिलाइजेशन क्या होता है? इज नथिंग बट द फ्यूजन ऑफ द मेल एंड द फीमेल गैमेट्स. ओके, सो मेल एंड फीमेल गैमेट्स जब फ्यूज होते हैं, दिस प्रोसेस इज व्हाट यू नो एज फर्टिलाइजेशन. नाउ मेल गैमेट जो है दैट इज द स्पर्म व्हिच इज जनरली हैप्लॉइड. फीमेल गैमेट दैट्स द एग दैट्स देयर, इवन दैट इज हैप्लॉइड. ओके, जब ये दोनों फ्यूज हो जाते हैं, अब हैप्लॉइड हैप्लॉइड माने यहाँ पे 23 क्रोमोसोम्स और यहाँ पे 23 क्रोमोसोम्स. जब ये दोनों फ्यूज हो जाते हैं, दिस लीड्स टू अ डिप्लॉइड फॉर्मेशन. यहाँ पे डिप्लॉइड जाइगोट जो है वो बन जाता है. सो द फर्स्ट सेल ऑफ द बॉडी, दिस इज एन MCQ that will come in your exam. The first cell of the body is known as dash. The answer for that is supposed to be zygote. Okay, सबसे पहला सेल हमारे बॉडी का जो है इसे कहते हैं जाइगोट. अब हम बढ़ते हैं आगे. Yes, this is a diagram that's there on how the zygote is going to be formed. ये zygote पे question जो है वो अमूमन आता है. It is been coming in your exam, so make sure that you're aware of this term. Okay, now we'll be moving on into the female reproductive tract. Before we move on into the female reproductive tract, a moment, here we go. सबसे पहले हम लोग study करेंगे about the egg cell. I'll be showing you one more diagram on the egg cell as well. यहाँ पे आप क्या देख सकते हो? There is an outer membrane of the egg cell. There is an inner membrane of the egg cell. This is a huge nucleus that has been present out here, and it is having a lot of cytoplasm. This is the cytoplasm of the cell. Okay. A question can come that why does the egg cell have such a huge amount of cytoplasm? Okay, so the simple logic behind that is, जब fertilization होगा, once the fertilization is going to be occurring, the first cell zygote जो है वो यहीं पे बनेगा. Okay, and this zygote for the next 9 months is going to be surviving in this itself. यहीं पे survive करेगा. Hence, the cytoplasm needs to have a lot of the egg cell needs to have a lot of cytoplasm. Okay, धीरे धीरे यहीं पे cell division होता रहेगा. एक से अनेक cell जो है वो बनते जाएंगे, and that is how the initial form of an embryo is going to be surviving out there itself. अब इतने छोटे से सेल के अंदर sufficient nutrition होना चाहिए ताकि वो embryo को nutrition जो है वो प्रदान कर सके. It can provide it. Okay, hence it is very important that the cytoplasm of the egg cell is comparatively large. Okay, I'll be showing you a video on this as well, on how exactly is the process of fertilization going to be occurring. The egg cell is also known as the ovum. these are the sperm cells which are trying and fertilizing the egg cell. So the fastest sperm is going to be coming and entering into the egg cell, and that's how यहाँ पे इन दोनों के न्यूक्लियस का फ्यूजन जो है वो हो जाएगा। अब ये सारी चीजें एग्जैक्टली बनती कहाँ है? So this is all being made inside what you know as the ovaries. The structures that are being shown out here, these are what you know as the ovaries. Now, जैसे males में testes होती है, where the eggs, sperm cells are being produced. उसी तरह से the females, they have the ovaries that are there, in which the egg cells are going to be produced. Now, the peculiarities about the egg cell is this is the largest cell. Haploid in nature. And it is non-motile. सबसे बड़ा सेल है ह्यूमन बॉडीज का, ये हैप्लॉइड होता है, मतलब इसके पास सिर्फ 23 क्रोमोसोम्स हैं, ओके, और ये नॉन मोटाइल है, मतलब ये अपने आप से मूव नहीं कर सकता. सो देयर आर contractile fusions or contractions and relaxations been occurring out here. There is a peristaltic movement that's been occurring into the female reproductive tract, which makes sure that these egg cells are going to be moving. Okay, now how does the process go on? यहाँ से egg cell एक बार release होता है, उसके बाद यहाँ पे these particular finger-like projections, these are what you know as the fimbriae. These fimbriae are going to be receivers of the egg cell. This particular curve that you can see out here is what you know as the ampulla. This ampulla में the fertilization process is going to be occurring. Ampulla ये सिर्फ curve का नाम है, उसके बाद आगे इस पूरे पाइप को कहते हैं oviduct. अब धीरे धीरे the egg cell is going to be progressing ahead and it is going to be settling out here. Egg cell जो है वो यहाँ पे आके settle कर जाएगा onto the inner lining of the uterus. The inner lining of the uterus is what you know as the endometrium. This is what you know as the endometrium. Now, this endometrium is basically the one that is going to be providing nutrition to the egg cell. Egg cell को nutrition देने वाला ये जो inner lining है, that's what you know as the endometrium. Okay, so egg cell जो है वो धीरे धीरे यहाँ से आएगा, आगे बढ़ेगा. It is going to be settling down into the endometrium. Okay, अगर egg fertilized हुआ होगा, so that will be fine. If not, if the egg cell is not fertilized, the empty egg cell, if at all it has not been fertilized, it's going to be shedded off from the body, and this is what you know as the menstrual cycle or the menstruation. अगर ये egg cell यहाँ पे होता है, and in the meantime the sperm cells are also been traveling, अगर ये दोनों fertilize हो जाते हैं, this will lead to the formation of the first cell, जिसे हम लोग embryo कहते हैं. Okay, अगर ये खाली egg cell के जगह पे अगर एक embryo आके बैठ जाता है, at all an embryo has been coming and sitting out here, so the egg cell that's there is never going to be shedded off. ये जो embryo है, ये 9 months तक it is being stored into the uterus itself. It's not being shedded off. Okay, इसलिए menstrual cycle जो है वो miss हो जाती है. Hence, missing of the menstrual cycle is the first indication that the egg is being fertilized and the female is pregnant. So that is how this menstrual cycle is a routine course that's been occurring. It is very important. Now we're going to be looking on into all these enzymes which are being included as far as egg cell is being concerned. There is a question. It is not motile, it cannot move. Kitty eggs is a female body. There are millions and millions of egg cells that are being present. but उनका maturity जो है, it comes only and only after attaining puberty. Placenta, yes, it provides nutrition. We are yet to move on into that part. What is a fallopian tube? The oviduct and the fallopian tube is the same. It's just multiple names of the same part. Menstrual cycle does not occur after pregnancy. The basic idea behind that is, since this is fertilized, यहाँ पे ये जो egg cell जो है ये fertilized है, ये एक zygote है. So इस zygote को there are secretion of hormones. ये hormones क्या करते हैं? They avoid this endometrium from breaking down. इस endometrium को टूटने ही नहीं देते, जिसकी वजह से ये zygote जो है वो survive कर लेता है. Okay? अगर endometrium टूट गया तो ये zygote जो है वो body से बाहर निकल जाएगा and this will lead to miscarriage. How much time does the egg stay in the ampulla? It's hardly a span of 8 to 10 hours. Yes, I'll be teaching you the types of twins, so don't worry on that part. Where is the placenta located exactly? Just below this embryonic cell, you have the placenta. After the egg is fertilized, no, the ovaries will not continue their process. They'll hold up for 9 months. Yes, I'll teach you menopause once. Wait. Because it is the one that is supposed to develop a new organism, Mansi. Difference between ampulla and oviduct. Oviduct is the whole pipe, whereas ampulla that is there is just that curve. That's why I say please be attentive during the class. Twins वाला part जो है वो मैं सिखाऊंगा अभी. Without a sperm, fertilization is not possible. Repeated questions hai. How does a body prevent the embryo from falling after implantation? While that is all an hormonal change, जो हम लोग आगे की slides में सीखने वाले हैं. How many eggs are present? There are n number of eggs that have been present inside. वो सिर्फ puberty के बाद ही activate होते हैं. That is premature delivery. That is normal. Nothing will happen. It oftenly bleeds during that period itself. During the process of parturition, that's giving birth, the endometrium is supposed to be shedded off because placenta निकल जाता है. Manas Mandole is having a question. So human beings perform a certain task before because we have a brain to process the task. But then how do the sperms know that it has to go and meet with the egg cell? Okay, Manas, to answer your question, this is something that you know it's chemotropism. Okay, so this is a chemical stimulus towards kind of, please use Hindi language. Oh, ठीक है. क्यों English नहीं समझ में आ रही ज़्यादा? Largest cell, yes. No, not all primates do so, Ishani. चलो ये खत्म हो गया अभी. Now I'll be proceeding ahead with the next part. यार आप लोग थोड़ा सा, मतलब आप इतने सवाल पूछ रहे हो जैसे 10th स्टैंडर्ड में कभी आपने ये चीजें सीखी ही नहीं है और आपके पास कोई टीचर था ही नहीं पूछने के लिए. इतने सवाल कहाँ से लेके आते हो यार? It is good to question, but we are all been running on the short period of time. It's good to have doubts. It's good to मतलब मैं अगर आप लोगों के सवालों के जवाब देने लगा तो I think पूरा दिन निकल जाएगा. Still you will not be satisfied. So let's proceed ahead with the next part. Though I give you the best answer, but यार मेरे पास भी time limit है ना. I would love to give you each and answers for each and every questions that you have. ये कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, but the problem is time constraint. Okay, I'll use normal हिंदी. जब आप लोगों वाली हिंदी यूज करो, मेरी वाली हिंदी यूज करो. मिक्स. अच्छा, माई हिंदी. अरे यार तनिष्क, यार तीसरी बार I'm asking, I'm answering the same question. Oh, once again you have, you had. अच्छा, Tanishq, you're from Wanavdi, correct? I taught you in ICSE. Yeah, I won't use study slang. ठीक है, आप लोगों के लेवल की हिंदी यूज करता हूँ. जाने दे मरने दे वाली. ठीक है, चलो. अरे, who's this? Pranav Gowde. Sperm cells can survive at 37 degrees Celsius. Yes, Tanishq, I do remember you. Sperms do survive at 37 degrees Celsius. उनके सिर्फ born birth के लिए, उनके जन्म के लिए सिर्फ 35 degrees temperature लगता है. बाकी they can survive at 37 degrees Celsius. Yeah, 15 days are more than enough. Yes, Tanishq, I definitely do remember you. The egg cell that's there is having a lot of nutrition because the embryo is supposed to survive in that same egg cell. Now we'll start off first with the parts of the female reproductive system. So yes, we are having the ovaries that are there. Now ovaries kitne hote hain? They are two numbers. इनके functions क्या है? So they help in release of the egg cells. They secrete the hormones which are estrogen and progesterone. उसके बाद we have the oviducts or the fallopian tubes. Both of them are the same. These are the site of fertilization, very particular in them. Ampulla is a place where the fertilization is going to be taking place. Next, you have the uterus, which is a place where the implantation occur. Implantation मतलब कुछ fallopian tube या फिर उस oviduct में से जब fertilized egg cell धीरे धीरे uterus की तरफ आता है, वो uterus की line में settle हो जाता है. इस process को हम कहते हैं implantation. Okay, so this is that diagram once again in front of you. Here you can see these ovaries. यहाँ से the egg cell is going to be progressing ahead. Egg cell धीरे धीरे progress करके यहाँ पे अपने आप को settle कर देगा. This is the inner layer of the uterus, which is known as the endometrium. Okay, यहाँ पे ये egg आके settle कर जाता है. This process of settling of the egg, ये process जब egg settle कर जाता है in the inner lining of the uterus, this process is what you know as implantation. इसे कहते हैं implantation. So this might come in your exam. ये आपके exam में आ सकता है. What is implantation? So implantation is a process of incorporation of the egg cell into the inner lining of the uterus. Okay. Next, there is cervix out here. There is a presence of cervix out here. Now, the cervix is basically a closure of the uterus. The uterus को बंद करके रखता है so that any kind of an external contamination usually does not occur inside. Okay, so cervix is open only when the egg cell and the uterus is ready to accept these egg cells or these sperm cells. Only by that the cervix is open, otherwise the cervix is being closed. Okay, and next you have the vaginal opening. This is the female reproductive female copulatory organ that's there. Okay, so this is the vagina. This is the basic introduction about the female reproductive system. what happens to the remaining? There is only one egg that has been coming from but female sterilization. Wait, I'm yet to go into that. Let me show you that image once again. यहाँ पे there are two ovaries that are present, the right ovary and the left ovary. Now ये जो दो ovaries हैं, ये दोनों की दोनों ovaries जो है वो alternatively function करती है. Like let us say in the month of January, this ovary is being functional. In the month of February, this ovary is going to be functional. March में वापस this ovary is going to be functional. April में वापस this ovary is going to be functional. So this is how ये ओवरी जो है ये ऑल्टरनेटिवली काम करती है. Now why is that so? It is because for the process of the egg to mature, the process is going to be taking somewhere around by 60 days. 55 to 60 days have been required. That's the basic reason. यहाँ पे ये दोनों चीजें जो हैं ये ऑल्टरनेटिवली दोनों की ओवरी जो है वो ऑल्टरनेटिवली काम करेगी. So there are cases जब दोनों भी ओवरी से एक साथ एक सेल निकलते हैं. This is what you know as super ovulation. ये सारी चीजें भी हम सीखेंगे as and when we progress ahead. Okay, so चलो इसका स्क्रीनशॉट निकाल लो. यहाँ पे ये देखो ये एक इमेज आपको दिया हुआ है. ये हमारे कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स के लिए इतना ज्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं है. यहाँ पे सिर्फ एक नाम है जो इम्पोर्टेंट है. There is a word which is known as morula. The word morula is an 8-cell embryo. 8 सेल का एम्ब्रियो जब बनता है इसे हम लोग कहते हैं मोरूला. दिस इज द ओनली टर्म दैट इज इम्पोर्टेंट फॉर यू. सो यहाँ पे आप देख रहे हो कि किस तरह से धीरे धीरे ये एक सेल जो है ये बाहर निकलता है. यहाँ पे अगर फर्टिलाइजेशन हो गया तो हो गया. उसके बाद डे 1 पे यहाँ पे पहुंचा, डे 2 पे यहाँ पे, डे 3 4 पे यहाँ तक पहुंच गया. बाय डे 4 it is going to be coming almost outside the fallopian tube. डे 5, डे 6 till डे 9, ये 4 दिन जो है यहाँ पे the implantation is going to be occurring. and यहाँ पे if at all you closely observe, there is a tissue that has been present out here, and this is what you know as placenta. Placenta is basically a tissue which holds the female reproductive system, which holds the egg cell and the inner lining of the uterus. What is the difference between embryo and zygote? Okay, zygote is the first cell of the body. जैसे जैसे ये mature होता है, जैसे जैसे इनमें number of cells बढ़ते जाते हैं, this is being known as an embryo. बढ़ेंगे आगे with the next part. This is very important. यहाँ पे ये क्या है? So this is basically the cross section of the ovary. ये जो यहाँ पे हमने ovaries देखे थे ये उसका cross section है. अब यहाँ पे if at all you consider inside the ovary there are n number of primary follicles and primordial follicles. बहुत सारे प्राइमोडियल और प्राइमरी फॉलिकल्स जो है वो इनमें ऑलरेडी बाय बर्थ होते हैं. अब जनरली इनमें से सिर्फ एक ही फॉलिकल जो है वो डेवलपमेंट की तरफ बढ़ेगा. The primary follicle है that's going to be developing into a secondary follicle, फिर tertiary follicle, then it is going to be producing an ovum, a mature Graafian follicle. अब यहाँ से ये दो टर्म्स जो हैं वो important है. What is a Graafian follicle? Graafian follicle मतलब ऐसा follicle. Follicle मतलब the structure. ये जो आप पूरा structure देख रहे हो this is known as a follicle. Graafian follicle एक ऐसा follicle है जहाँ पे the egg is in its most matured stage. सबसे ज्यादा matured egg जो है इस Graafian follicle में हो जाता है. Okay? और Graafian follicle बनने के बाद the egg cell is being ruptured. egg cell जो है इस ovary से बाहर निकल जाता है. अब जो बचा हुआ ग्राफियन फॉलिकल है, दिस एम्प्टी ग्राफियन फॉलिकल इज फर्दर कन्वर्टेड इनटू कॉर्पस ल्यूटियम. दिस वर्ड इज आल्सो इंपॉर्टेंट, कॉर्पस ल्यूटियम. ये कॉर्पस ल्यूटियम जो है ये काम करेगा एज अ टेम्पररी एंडोक्राइन ग्लैंड. ये टेम्पररी एंडोक्राइन ग्लैंड की तरह काम करेगा, मतलब ये हॉर्मोन्स को सिक्रीट करेगा बट ओनली फॉर अ टेम्पररी बेस. धीरे धीरे ये जो कॉर्पस ल्यूटियम है, दिस इज गोइंग टू बी कन्वर्टेड इनटू कॉर्पस अल्बिकेंस व्हिच इज अ डीनेचर्ड फॉर्म ऑफ इट. ओके, कॉर्पस ल्यूटियम जनरली होता है येलो इन कलर. सो इस इमेज में से दो चीजें जो बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है आप लोगों के लिए, फर्स्ट इज ग्राफियन फॉलिकल, ये सबको पता होना जरूरी है. नेक्स्ट इज कॉर्पस ल्यूटियम, ये भी सबको पता होना जरूरी है. सो दीज आर द टू important things that have been, you know, it's very important for all of us to know these terms, graphian follicle and the corpus luteum. Okay, so please have a screenshot of this. In the meantime, there is someone who is having a question. So the question is from someone from Bibewadi. He's having a question that please tell the difference between placentine. It's not umbilical, it's umbilical cord. It starts with you. Yes, you can study this from the ICSE book. In ICSE book, the things have been given in similar kind of a fashion. It's not like much deep in your ICSE curriculum. Same ही है, but state boards के book में the content that is there has been shortened. Content बहुत छोटा कर दिया है. The writing part is absolutely negligible. ICSE के curriculum में ये काफी चीजें elaborated की गई है. जो मैं अभी आपको सिखा रहा हूँ, इट इज इन द कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ ऑल थ्री बोर्ड. ये स्टेट बोर्ड को भी था, आईसीएसई को भी था और सीबीएसई को भी था. सो दिस इज व्हाट वी हैव बीन लर्निंग एट द हाईएस्ट पोटेंशियल. ओके, मतलब आप तीनों के तीन अलग अलग बुक्स के तीनों कंटेंट जो है वो यहाँ पे कवर हो चुके हैं. सो यू डोंट हैव टू वरी. अब आप कोई भी बुक फॉलो करो, there's no harm in that, there's no problem whatsoever, because you'll be knowing all the concepts that are there. So placenta is a tissue which is going to be holding the embryo and the uterus. Embryo और uterus दोनों को connect करने वाला एक part होता है placenta. Placenta में से generally there is a transfer of nutrition. Nutrition जो है ये mother to fetus जो transfer होता है nutrition का, this is going to be occurring through this placenta. Second, दूसरा है umbilical cord. अब इस placenta के बीच में से there is a pipe that's been extracted. एक pipe बाहर निकलता है जिसे हम लोग कहते हैं umbilical cord. ये umbilical cord जो है this basically connects the circulatory systems of the fetus and the mother. So माँ और बच्चे के बीच का जो circulatory system है, baby inside the mother's womb cannot breathe, सांस नहीं ले सकता. So how will he deliver the oxygen? So oxygen का delivery जो है ये होता है through the umbilical cord. That's the difference between them. Done? हो गया? मैं इसको क्लियर कर देता हूँ, हम बढ़ेंगे आगे towards the next part. Now this is what is known as the menstrual cycle. Okay, so यहाँ पे the menstrual cycle is being shown out there. So this menstrual cycle में this is the last important concept from this chapter, menstrual cycle. यहाँ पे as and when the ovary is going to be changing, ovaries में जैसे जैसे change होगा वैसे वैसे hormones में changes होना शुरू हो जाते हैं. Okay, there is a secretion of estrogen and progesterone. अब ये प्राइमरी फॉलिकल्स था, सेकेंडरी फॉलिकल, टर्शियरी फॉलिकल, इट इज गोइंग टू बी डेवलपिंग एंड इवेंचुअली दिस इज द ग्राफियन फॉलिकल. ये दोनों जो है ग्राफियन फॉलिकल है. अब ग्राफियन फॉलिकल जब तक बनता है तब तक आप देख सकते हो दैट ईस्ट्रोजन का लेवल जो है वो बढ़ रहा है। ग्राफियन फॉलिकल के बाद जब कॉर्पस ल्यूटियम जब तक बढ़ता है तब तक प्रोजेस्टेरॉन का लेवल जो है वो बढ़ते जाता है, और जब जब ईस्ट्रोजन और प्रोजेस्टेरॉन का लेवल बढ़ता है, आप अंदर देख रहे हो दी एंडोमेट्रियम, द इनर लाइनिंग ऑफ द यूट्रस का थिकनेस जो है वो भी बढ़ता जाता है। अब अगर we'll consider a condition where the female is not pregnant, ये फर्टिलाइजेशन जो है वो नहीं हुआ है। सो ये जो कॉर्पस ल्यूटियम है, जैसे मैंने कहा था, दिस इज गोइंग टू बी एक्टिंग एज अ टेम्पररी एंडोक्राइन ग्लैंड। सो जब तक कॉर्पस ल्यूटियम जिंदा है, प्रोजेस्टेरॉन और ईस्ट्रोजन के लेवल जो है वो बॉडी में हाई रहेंगे, जिसकी वजह से ये एंडोमेट्रियम, द इनर लाइनिंग ऑफ द यूट्रस जो है वो वैसे का वैसा ही रहेगा। इट इज ऑल गोइंग टू बी इंटैक्ट, ये कम नहीं होगा। ओके, तो यूट्रस का लाइनिंग जो है वो बढ़ता जाएगा। बट जैसे ही ये कॉर्पस ल्यूटियम डिग्रेड हो जाएगा, दिस इज बीइंग कन्वर्टेड इनटू कॉर्पस अल्बिकेंस, प्रोजेस्टेरॉन और ईस्ट्रोजन के लेवल जो है वो डाउन, वो नीचे आना शुरू कर देंगे, जिसकी वजह से आप देख सकते हो that there is going to be deterioration in the thickness of the endometrium. Endometrium का thickness जो है वो घट जाता है, which leads to what you know as the menstrual cycle. Okay? Now, this was the first condition where the female is not pregnant. Now we'll move on to the second condition. दूसरा condition ऐसा है जहाँ पे the female is pregnant. Now at that time, progesterone के बाद, after estrogen and progesterone levels, if at all you consider the body, यहाँ पे there is a formation of placenta, कि चलो एक बार अगर एग फर्टिलाइज हो चुका है, ये एग आके इम्प्लांट कर जाएगा, और इम्प्लांटेशन के बाद इस यूट्रस के साथ ये एग सेल का एक नाता बन जाएगा। इट इज बीइंग जॉइंड टुगेदर बाय व्हाट यू नो एज दिस प्लेसेंटा। अब ये प्लेसेंटा जो है, ये प्लेसेंटा भी एक एंडोक्राइन ग्लैंड की तरह काम करेगा। ये प्लेसेंटा क्या करेगा, जैसे ही प्लेसेंटा बन गया, ये ईस्ट्रोजन और प्रोजेस्टेरॉन के लेवल्स को बढ़ाते रहेगा। इट कीप्स ऑन इंक्रीजिंग द लेवल्स ऑफ ईस्ट्रोजन एंड प्रोजेस्टेरॉन। नाउ टेल मी वन थिंग, अगर ईस्ट्रोजन एंड प्रोजेस्टेरॉन के लेवल्स कांस्टेंटली बढ़ते रहते हैं, so do you think that the endometrium will shatter down? Obviously no, the endometrium does not shatter down, it continues to sustain its thickness, and that's how the growth of the fetus inside the uterus is going to be continued. Okay? So this is how there is a change once there is a difference in your levels of hormones. Okay? अब this is the menstrual cycle that's there. यहाँ पे भी आप यही देख सकते हो कि जब तक ओव्यूलेशन है, जब तक कॉर्पस ल्यूटियम है, तब तक ल्यूटिनाइजिंग हार्मोन, एफएसएच फॉलिकल स्टिमुलेटिंग हार्मोन, ईस्ट्रोजन एंड प्रोजेस्टेरॉन जो है इनके लेवल्स हाई होंगे। जैसे ही ये डिग्रेड हो जाएगा, the levels are going to be dropping down and it will lead to the breakage of the endometrium. So this is the menstrual cycle that's there. Okay. There are certain concepts like IVF. Ovulation is the release of the egg cell from the ovary. अच्छा मुझे बताओ, कल आपका लेक्चर है? You have a lecture tomorrow? नहीं, you have an holiday tomorrow? Don't know. Okay, I'll just inquire about it because अगर हाँ तो कल संडे है तो क्या हुआ, अगर मैं काम कर सकता तो आप लोग क्यों नहीं कर सकते हो? Yeah, I'll have a word, don't worry. मैं कल पूछ लूंगा एक बार, तो हम लोग कल ही एमसीक्यूज जो है वो सॉल्व कर लेंगे। और इसमें कुछ टर्म्स हैं, मतलब दीज टर्म्स दैट आर गोइंग टू बी देयर आर वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग। हम लोग आईवीएफ सीखने वाले हैं, मतलब टेस्ट ट्यूब बेबी, व्हाट इज सरोगेसी, व्हाट इज अ स्पर्म बैंक, देन व्हाट आर ट्विन्स, व्हाट आर द टू टाइप्स ऑफ ट्विन्स। सो ये सारी चीजें जो हैं ये हम लोग सीखने वाले हैं द नेक्स्ट लेक्चर, दैट्स टुमारो। इसलिए मैं पूछ रहा हूँ कि कल आपको छुट्टी है क्या? सो ट्विन्स और ट्विन्स के सारे चेंजेस जो हैं ये हम आपको कल सिखाएंगे। लेट्स हो, मला माहिती आहे तुम्हाला, काय मला पण सुट्टी पाहिजे असती आठवड्यात एक दिवस, but let's see. We'll just figure out, we'll check out with the others and accordingly we'll meet you tomorrow. अगर होता है तो कल मिलेंगे, otherwise enjoy your holiday. Okay? Yes, so thank you so much for being here. It was great seeing you. मिलते हैं in the next lecture. We'll see you once again in the next lecture. Till then, thank you so much. Goodbye. Take care. Enjoy your day and God bless. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care. Thank you. Bye. Yes. Bye bye.